Hey folks, Dave Parrish here. I got another video for you. Topic today, shared page. That's when you create a page and you want more than one user to deal with it, so you only have to make it once. But there's some different some things some users can do, some can't. And I did a more detailed video on this a couple of years ago, shared page content, a big time saver, and I went into fair amount of detail. But something came up the other day with a project I was working on. I actually took over from another builder who I know and was very good. And I saw some stuff that I thought I only did to get around something, but it seems to be a good way to do it, and perhaps the only way to do it. I'm going to jump into this, and it shouldn't take too long. Thanks. Okay, here's what I got for today. I'm going to call up an app. And note this, got some different user roles. And I do this a lot. Under a particular user role, there's something else that defines what they can do. It's just not permissions based on the sub-user roles. We have this field here, add update rights. That means, and it's marked yes or no. That means if someone is a member user within that group, some people have the ability to edit and some don't. So we had to accommodate that. And I'm going to show you how that works in practice. This is something I do a lot. Like, so say there's an admin, but you want some admins to be limited. You could just have a field that says full access, yes, no. I do that a lot. But let's go over to the pages side and see how this works in practice. Make this a little smaller. So here we have a detailed page. And we have some separate content here. Notice that the edit is not one of those edit buttons within this. It's just a different piece of content. There's the ability to add. Get rid of that. To add a new member. So that's an editing, add editing. And notice this. We got two tables. Member contact, member contact. Same content, same content. The detail view and an edit button. The second one, view, and it doesn't have an edit button. So on the back end, there's two tables that are similar except this ability to edit. But on the live app, based on user roles or page rules, we have this field, ability to add update. If that's yes, we're going to hide this view one, the second one that doesn't have the ability to edit. We don't want that there because their ability to edit is yes. And then a second rule, if the ability is no, then the page is going to hide his ability to edit that we had up here. That's why they're a separate piece of content, so you can hide them. And then it's going to hide the table that has the ability to edit right here. And it's only going to show the one where you can just view the details. Now, this is the thing that I used to think it was sort of a unfinesse sledgehammer way to accomplish this, because I didn't know another way, but this is where I saw someone else did it. I'm like, wait, that's what I did. That must be a good way to do it. Now, there's another facet to this that's not here on this page. The ability to delete. Now, neither of these have these, but if it did have the ability to delete, delete's a little weird. I can control some of this stuff based on page rules that lets me go beyond what this table is, the fields in this table. It lets me content or address related fields, and that's where this member comes in, the logged in member. For that allows me to hide and show different pieces of content. But if there was an edit button here, edit, the ability to display rule within a table itself, let's say a field is edit, you can't, it doesn't let you go to this member area and then go to a select yes or no. It just doesn't have that ability. So if you have delete, the only way around that is to do this hide show. The user permissions, one with a delete in it, one without. Now, there's another way to do this too. Let's say this instead of hiding these, let's say we just had one and it had the edit, put the delete thing aside. We could go to this edit page and we can make a rule that says user rights is yes, no. If it's yes, it's going to, or if it's no, we're going to have it hide this content. So this is probably a pop-up screen, but we're going to have it hide this content. And we're going to make a second rule, same thing, that says if it's no, show a message, and we're going to say something like your user permissions doesn't allow access to this page. Now that works. Some folks don't like it. It's a little maybe rough telling someone, no, you can't do this. So instead they just leave it cleaner, but that is another way around it. So I'd encourage you to watch that other full detail. There's a lot of other aspects of how you can share content and deal with permissions. But this particular use case where we have different piece of content, in fact, almost duplicate tables that are hidden, shown with the edit gone on one of them is a good way to do it. So that's what I got. Thanks.